Hi guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to some Destiny 2 beta gameplay. Now what you're going to be seeing in the background as I talk through this video is the first mission. Whenever you create a new character, you have this one mission that you need to get through before you can actually get into the strike missions or do any of the multiplayer. It literally, I don't know whether it's for training or just an immersive experience, but you have to do this for every character. So what I've done, I've gone through with the Warlock, the Titan and the Hunter. I've done this mission, I've spliced them all together, so you're going to see it as the video goes on. You'll see me swapping between each class, just so you can kind of see how the gameplay goes, the different weapons I'm using, the different abilities that I found to be quite effective. And so yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and what I want to do is I'm going to just briefly just talk about each different class, my likes and some of my dislikes about them. I'm not going to spend a huge amount of time on this because I want you to watch the rest of this video without me rambling on, but I just wanted to give you my opinion, my first opinions on exactly what I thought of this game, considering this is meant to be the next level in the Destiny franchise. So, firstly the Warlock. Now, I didn't use the Warlock class in Destiny 1, so I figured this is what I would start off with, purely because I just wanted to see what it was like, what he was like. I know it used to be the OP class in the first one. I don't know if it got nerfed or not. I never used it at all, but certainly when starting off, it was definitely the OP one. So, before I get into this, now, one of his abilities is that he can actually drop down. You can place down at this, I don't know what you call it, it's like an energy field on the ground, and if you're standing in it, you've got two options. You can either set it for healing, which is brilliant, so if you've taken a lot of damage, you can just put this thing down and heal up really quickly, or you can put it down for extra damage. So if you're standing in it, then you're doing more damage with the whatever weapon that you're using. And I found that really excellent. I can see that in PvE and in raids. That is going to be brilliant. You know, raids, strikes, the type of thing when there's a lot of enemies doing damage. To put this thing down, just the buff, whether it's a weapon buff or healing buff, I think is absolutely brilliant. So yeah, really love that. The super for the Warlock is what they call the Daybreaker, and this basically is a sword that just deals out solar energy flares, which just takes down people. The only thing I didn't like about it is that if your target is moving, you're not gonna get a lot of hits at range. If you can close the gap, that works. So if you get a clump of enemies or players together, that's going to work. So I wasn't overly taken with it. It's okay, but wasn't overly taken with it. And the thing I didn't like about the Warlock, certainly when I was playing the strike mission, is they felt really slow. I don't know what that was. I don't know whether it is that, whether it was just me thinking that. But he felt slow, particularly when jumping. And I guess that's the glide thing. So I just expected to be moving a lot quicker. And yeah, so I found it a bit slow. So moving on to the Titan. Now the Titan, his super is the Fist of Havoc. Now always was a plus in Destiny 1. Absolutely love this. Now it got better now because it's not a one-hit pony. You literally can do this about 3 times. I think I used it. So once it's activated, you get about 3 opportunities to use this thing. So you can just dive into just a horde of guys and you can just wreck and wreck and wreck, and I just loved it, absolutely loved it. Agility, the Titan just seems, he has that perk where he's moving, he starts to sprint and goes a little bit faster, so I love that. So you certainly feel as though you're moving faster as the Titan. Ironically, he's the biggest character, and he seemed to be, for me, the fastest moving character actually in the game, so I really love that. And one of the other perks that he has now is that he can put down a barricade. There's a large one which is just a huge wall that you actually can't shoot through, but the smaller one, you automatically, as you walk up to it, you crouch behind it, and when you go ADS, you peek over the top. The beauty of that is when you come back down, he automatically loads your weapon. You don't go through the big cycle. The bullets are just instantly there, which is absolutely brilliant, and so I absolutely love that perk. So for the Titan, absolutely brilliant. Overall character, I just love the Titan. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. The Hunter. Now everyone has probably one of the favourite characters I know of that got played to death was the Hunter by the end of Destiny, just because of the certain perks and actual gear that you could put on him, make him invisible and stuff like that, to overpowered. So the Hunter, which was one of my favorites in Destiny 1, his super is actually called the Arc Staff. Now this thing is an absolute beast, and I reckon it will get nerfed. I tried it a couple times in this. I think I left the clips in this, and he just goes to work with this thing, and absolutely love the Arc Staff, and really just think it's just probably slightly overpowered, but absolutely brilliant. The other thing about the Hunter is his jump felt a bit weak. When I was jumping, it just felt like he wasn't gaining really height. Possibly a little bit slow. I've mentioned this before. I found the Warlock a bit slow, and so yeah, the same with the Hunter. Just found him a bit slow, and those are the only things I can find about the Hunter to talk about. As much as I wanted to love the Hunter, I really could only find that his super, the Arc Staff, was just overpowered and absolutely brilliant. But that was it. There was nothing else that really kind of stuck out. I know that there's a dodge mechanic in there which I never actually used. I just couldn't get my head around using it. I guess a bit of playing with it. Apparently that does, that could be quite a good perk, the dodge, but I just didn't get it with the Hunter. So as much as I love the Hunter, I found that the only really thing that he did was the super, which was the Arc Staff, and that only comes around every once in a while when it's charged up. So yeah. So anyway, those are the three classes. The game itself, before I finish up, I just wanted to talk about the game itself. Once again, looks absolutely brilliant. Now I don't know what resolution it's running on, but certainly it looks a little bit crisper. Certainly the color definitions look a lot better. You probably won't get this in this video because of YouTube and the way that they compress things, but yeah, I think it looks better. I think it absolutely looks better than the old one. Unfortunately, there are some dislikes to this, and certainly is that it plays just like the first one. It might look slightly different, and certainly visually is different, but it still kind of plays like it's a bit clunky, and that's probably down to the fact that it's only running at 30 FPS. Now I understand that the PC version is the only platform that's going to get 60 FPS and above. So really, Bungie, 30 FPS on a game these days just really is so behind the times. So I'm really disappointed in that, and that's probably why it felt a bit clunky. The look mechanic just feels just isn't quite as smooth and as crisp as it really should be. And to be honest, it just felt like an expansion to the old Destiny 1. So yeah, I guess the verdict, the jury's still out on whether I'm going to spend my money on this game, because like I say, I already got Destiny 1. Why do I want another one? Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you later. Okay, bye.
Okay, my ghost keeps tagging these Cabal as Red Legion. Ikora, what do you got?
Rumors mostly. An elite faction of the Cabal, deathly loyal to their commander. But that is irrelevant. They are attacking the Traveler. We must get to it now.
Negative. The Traveler protect our people at any cost.
The Traveler? What is that thing they're attaching to it?
These Red Legion are well trained, but we are better. We will hold this line until the last civilian is safely away. Incoming! Fall back to my shield! Don't let them pass the gate. The evac shuttles are back there. We hold here. That command ship is next on us. Missiles! Stay inside my shield! More Red Legion! Show them what Guardians are made of!
Zavala, the last of the shuttles is away. But the speaker, he never made it. I'm going to look for him.
I've got the plaza. Go with Ikora. Find the speaker.
We're on it, Commander.
Ikora! The speaker is gone. Red Legion, you will take no more from us, and you will find no mercy in me! Zavala.
She'll find the speaker. We need to move on that command ship. Now head to the North Tower. I'm sending Amanda Holiday to pick you up. Amanda's inbound. She'll drop you on the command ship.
Someone told me you need a ride. Zavala, picked up that Guardian you never showed up about?
Get them on that command ship, now!
Hold on back there! Come on, big right, Guardian. Time to kick him where it hurts. Let us know when the shields are down and we'll hit that ship with everything we got.
That hologram could help. Let me take a look. Okay, the shield generator should be at the bottom of the ship.
What's your status?
A little low on ammo. Old flaming fist kept burning out. Anyone heard from Akora?
Not since you went for the speaker. Form up! On me! Not since you went for the speaker. Form up! On me!
shield generator should be straight ahead. All right, destroy the turbines. All right, destroy the turbines. The shields should fizzle. Yes, just like that. Heat levels rising. It's working. Zavala, we did it. The shields are down. Zavala? Amanda, we're headed topside. Amanda! Anyone? How do we come back from this?
You don't. Welcome to a world without light.
Guardian, something's wrong.
Do not look at me, creature. You are weak, undisciplined, cowering behind walls. You're not brave. You've merely forgotten the fear of death. Allow me to